Hey guys, I'm going to talk about changing a trigger spring today on a Browning Abolt. Well, this is the Abolt 2. It's a fantastic rifle, a very budget rifle in the UK here. It cost me around about £450 for the rifle itself, brand new in 2014. I've shot countless deer with it and countless foxes with it and various other whatever's got in its way. And it's forever getting used for testing scopes or night vision. This is my main night vision rifle. I've got a day scope on it just now, but this is my main night vision rifle. Quite a fantastic rifle. It gives me sub-quarter MOA. However, I have noticed for the longer ranges, I am pulling slightly to the left with it, and I'll show you that on a target I've got up there. The problem, the reason for that, and as you see, this isn't loaded. There's no magazine in there, and the bolts. So I'm going to show you this. The reason why I have so much issues, and the reason why I'm changing the trigger spring on it today, is the trigger is actually about £4. That's just too much pull for me. It's too much pull for me. And I need to get that lower. And the factory trigger spring doesn't allow me to adjust lower. As you see, I'm being able to move the whole rifle before I can press the trigger. Now, some people like a heavy trigger, but I don't. And I'm a left-hand shooter, and as you'll see from that target there, this target here, as you see from there, I kind of pull with the night vision slightly to the left. Now that's with night vision. You're never going to get a full accurate dead center zero at 100 yards or 100 meters with the using night vision during the day. But that's 5-round grips, so you could actually see I could stick 5 rounds literally on my fingernail or within my fingernail. So it is accurate in regards to performance. However, because of that trigger, I'm finding myself pulling slightly to the left. So I overcompensate sometimes, which is unfair. Unlike, for instance, this is another 5-round grip on the 6.5 Creedmoor. And as you see, it's dead center. And that's because the trigger is only £2.5. So there's a big difference between a £4 trigger and a £2.5 trigger. Bear in mind, the Creedmoor is also a far better setup. The only other issue I ever had with this rifle, zoom back out and get back onto the rifle. The only other issue I ever had on this rifle was the stock was a little bit too thin, so I use a cheek riser that at the moment I can't find. Oh. I use a cheek riser for shooting with, and you'll see it in some of my pictures. It's like a green fabric cheek riser. There we go. That I stick on, and that goes on over there to be able to give me a better cheek weld for the scope. So today, what we are going to do is we are going to use, you don't need to use special tools for this, normal screwdriver set with precision bits, and with Allen key bits and whatever. Allen keys if you need it, basically for the action screws. Separate the stock from the action, and we we'll get into the trigger assembly. So I'll take the stock off. I'm not going to bore you with that, and then we'll go straight onto the trigger assembly.